think you're going to have to feed Buster for a while. Goodbye, Rose. And when you see me at work, don't say good morning, don't leave me those cheery notes, and please don't put on those little puppet shows over the partition. In fact, don't ever think of me again.
Once upon a time, on a beautiful spring day, Henny Penny was waking up from a nap under an oak tree when an acorn fell from the tree and hit her on the head. Funny, when I was a little girl in Sicily and they told this story
At that transmitter at the McDonald's tonight, there's a great movie on TV.
What is it?
In Cold Blood. It's about this innocent family is brutally murdered.
May I
when they
see that, Rose?
Sure.
It's so unfair. We're both about the same age, but he can go on making babies the rest of his life. I feel like the spruce goose.
Dan asked me to marry him.
And?
And I accepted.
I don't know what to say. Well, I sure as hell do group hug. Oh, honey. Oh, Dorothy. The ring.
Oh, Dorothy, it's beautiful. Oh, are those bad? I don't. Just talk to him.
Hello? Okay, goodbye. We're back together.
You know, sometimes when you're
Dorothy, why don't you just remind Sophia how active her mama was?
But honey, Ma never saw that. I mean, to Grandma, it was no big deal. She was just doing what she'd done all her life, so she never even discussed it. And to
See, it's been a trouble in your course, and to be frank, passing this course is very important to me, so I was wondering if maybe you could give me a little help.
I see. Well, Blanche, considering that you flunked the midterm, you'll need an A on the final exam to even pass my class, and the odds on that seem pretty slim.
But you see, I have to have these...
Oh, hi, Rose. Oh, Rose, now come on. You're not still mad at us because we changed your Woman of the Year application.
Honey, we're so sorry. I just hate it when you're mad at us and get like this.
Okay, you're forgiven.
Oh, Rose.
That was easy.
Well, I thought it all over, and you were...
For me, what would you say?
Oh, come on, Blanche.
I'm serious, Dorothy. What would you say?
Well, I guess I'd say that you were a lovely, generous person and, you know, one of the best friends I ever had.
Nothing about that.
Blanche, I am impressed. You have really changed your tune.
You know, it's funny how that happened. There I was, staying up last night, coming up with excuses to get out of this. And then it occurred to me. I said, water lily.
That's what I call myself sometimes. Incident which occurred between my sister Virginia and me when we were in high school. Now, can you believe that one's very own sister could seduce her sibling's boyfriend on the eve of that sibling's senior prom?
Virginia did that to you.
No, I did that to Virginia. She deserved it. She borrowed my saddle shoes without asking.
Medicine is still a man's world. So, if it'll make you feel any better, I used to be a man.
What?
Just a little female Dr. Humor.
All right, so what's the verdict?
Ma, why did you do that?
Playboy is running a spread on the substitute teachers of Miami. Oh, I'll get it.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Blanche Devereaux.
Ma'am?
I'm glad. You know, we've been so worried about you.
Well, I guess you can cry just so long and eat just so much. Then you have to pull yourself together and get on with your life. Besides, there'll be other Richards. Of course, they won't be as charming or as handsome or as rich. I better stop. I'm starting to depress myself again. Sophia, Mom!
would you mind? You're closer to the knife drawer.
One summer when I was a little girl, Henrietta, our pig, gave birth to a litter of 6. And the next day, my father won the annual St. Olaf watermelon seed spitting contest.
I called.
I canceled.
What do you mean?
We are not giving away Fluffy, Muffy, Buffy, and Joanne.
Rose, they are non-breeding minks who eat their weight in food every day, Joanne.
We are not giving them away, Dorothy. I mean, this is their home
They
now.
eat their weight in food every day?
When I'm depressed, so do I.
That could be an appetizer.
Well, this is good. This is all food that would have spoiled.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Where does it go in the meantime?
I'm Mr. Fix-It. Here to please. No problem, too big or too small.
This is great. It's better than vaudeville.
Well, I'm all yours, ladies. Just lead me to the trouble. There's nothing I can't fix, except maybe this old noggin. That could use a little rewiring. Well, let's go.
Come on, so I understand what you're talking about. I feel the same way when I hear the words, and filling in for Doc, Tommy Newsom.
Oh, this is terrific, terrific. Blanche took a positive step and positive things are happening in her life. Maybe it'll work for me. You know what I'm going to try to get? Oh, a girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. What, Ma?
Oh, nothing. My underwear just hiked up on me. Right while you were lying.
Why? Why do you say I'm lying?
A girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. Somebody here does a
Suitcase out of the car. We talk things over. Everything's okay.
Okay. Everything's okay.
Come on, Rose.
But what about Lucy?
We'll watch it on the portable in the kitchen.
But that set's black and white.
Dennis explained everything.
Explained? Explained what?
Well, what are you looking at? She scuffed those shoes. I heard her left a mark on that boy.
I'll see you later. I'm going over to Tony's.
For lunch?
No, I just called him. He was in bed. I heard female laughter in the background. It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected. Make me do this for the rest of my life.
Okay. Only if you promise you'll live forever.
Okay, I promise.
How can you make a promise like that?
Hey, if I don't come through, what are you going to do to me?
Not so fast. Let's just wait till you're completely rehabilitated. Which can be fun, too.
Let me start my rehabilitation by giving you back your lovely necklace.
Thank you.
And your ankle bracelet.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, great!
Hey, Pepe, your mother's a tramp. I'm going to kill you, Gonzalez.
It's a good thing he doesn't play trumpet. His lip looks like meatloaf.
Awful!
I'm also burning the crud off the sink stopper. Try the other pot.
Hello, darling. Listen.
I loved it. Being pushed and shoved all day so I could buy gifts I can't afford. It's a regular Yuletide treat.
You've been so grouchy all day.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I guess I'm just sad because Christmas doesn't have any meaning anymore. It's gotten so commercial.
How can you say that?
Oh, please, Rose. No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat. How could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
Started learning a few things. I realized that the effort is worth it. Now, I still have a long way to go, but Becky and I are doing okay. Oh, I feel so silly. I came out here to talk some sense into you, and you didn't even need me. Oh, yes, I did, Rose. I needed you to see that you were right.
Just a little lover's quarrel. Please go on with the party. I better see what's wrong.
Care to dance?
Love to.
He wanted someone with more innocence.
With more cellulite is more like it.
Take that back.
I will not.
Yes, you will.
I will not.
You will too.
No.
Girls, what is going on here?
Nothing. Rose just stabbing me in the back.
I did not.
She's been posing for Laszlo, too.
He asked me to.
I sure don't know why. He can go to see you. Rose? Honey, it's 3 in the morning. Why are you staring at those light bulbs?
I'm running a consumer test for work. I have to see which one of these lasts longer.
Rose, you ninny, don't you know staring at light bulbs?
It's not gonna work. I'm not sharing my room.
Oh, Ma, I'm not thrilled with the arrangement either. But for the 2 weeks that David is here, we'll make do.
Sure, it's easy for you. I'm not the one who snores.
I do not snore.
Please, I'll bet less disgusting noises come out of her. They broke up.
But the Sonia von Kugel Tuba Band is free.
Hi, I'm Jake Smolitz from VIP Catering.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland from St. Olaf, Minnesota. These are my friends. This is Dorothy, and this is
Blanche. Blanche Devereaux. Are you telling us that you got your date out of the phone book?
Well, Blanche should make it sound like I found him in the yellow pages. It's not like I do. Smaller. Hey. Oh.
Anyway, Dorothy, these new hearing aids just fit right in the ear canal. Nobody can even see them, so what does it matter?
It matters because it's a step I don't want to take.
Lucas, Dorothy, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. I love you both.
Blanche, there is something I must say. Dorothy.
He's gonna pop the question.
Oh, I don't know that.
Of course you do. What else could it be? Oh, honey, congratulations.
You're more excited than I am.
Well, why not, Dorothy? Just think of it. Life with a successful attorney. The summer homes, the glamorous social circles, those impulsive little trips to Europe with rascally romance.
She put a curse on us.
And I'm the one that got put in the home?
I know it's unbelievable, but we fired her. She put a curse on us, so we had to hire her back. Now, if we can just keep her happy, maybe she'll leave us alone.
You really are afraid of her, aren't you?
Mama, it's unbelievable. Lego.
Awful. We just got 2 tiny parts.
We're doing Sound of Music, and Blanche is mad because she didn't get the lead.
Oh, I can't believe that you weren't cast in the lead role. You've gotten it the past 5 years in a row.
Well, they hired a new director this year, and he has no taste.
Blanche used to sleep with the old one.
Gorgeous.
I'll ask him. Vincenzo, quanto costa?
Costa? Oh, gratis, gratis. A me mi piace di lavorare, poi mi allontano dal centro, capisci? A me mi piace di stare in compagnia delle belle ragazzine, capisci?
He says he'll do it for nothing. He likes getting away from the center.
Well, I'd love to stick around and be belittled.
Fine, fine. You've eaten, go somewhere else and wallow.
Better be careful, Dorothy. You're not the only ex-wife I have.
Then why do you keep bothering me?
You're the only one who answers the door.
Reason why I would lie to you?
You're embarrassed because you seduced him. You're scared and you're guilty because you ruined his campaign.
3 good reasons.
Oh, shut up, Rose.
Hello. Yes, this is Blanche.
But I got a right to sing the blues. I lost my Teddy.
I understand, Rose, which if I thought about it says something deeply disturbing about me. I've got a right to sing the blues?
Dorothy, I hope you didn't fix breakfast for me. I'm not eating.
Okay, Rose, what is it?
It's about Jean.
What about Jean?
Well, I don't want to shock you, Dorothy, but Jean...
I know. Jean is gay.
You know already? Well, what about Blanche?
Now, Blanche is not gay.
I don't mean that. I mean, she knows.
Me blue.
Well, give me my money. Look, I'm sorry we fought the way we did, but this work for senior health care is very important to me, and I was hoping it would be to you, too.
Well, it wasn't, but it is now.
It is.
How could I help it? After I looked through the paperwork, I realized...
Oh, all right, Blanche. I understand.
You're a good sport.
You just take care of her.
Well, until I was 17.
What happened then?
Your father put his hand in my blouse. So I felt soiled, filthy, dirty. You know, in love. But this time I'm gonna fulfill my destiny.
Buried him.
I mean, what did you do the next day when you had to start putting your life together?
I couldn't do it. I've been a housewife for 32 years. I totally depended on Charlie.
Yeah, but the point is, eventually you did what you had to do. You took care of yourself. Enjoy, Ma.
Miles? Oh, my poor Miles.
Rose? Rose, is that you? Oh, over here.
He wanted someone with more innocence.
With more cellulite is more like it.
Take that back.
I will not.
Yes, you will.
I will not.
You will too.
No.
Girls, what is going on here?
Nothing. Rose just stabbing me in the back.
I did not.
She's been posing for Laszlo, too.
He asked me to.
I sure don't know why. He'd go to see what, honey?
My new dress.
Oh, is that new?
Yes.
It's sort of old-fashioned looking. I wasn't sure it was new.
Oh, that's the style. The girl told me.
What, was she, a pilgrim?
Come on, Blanche. You look wonderful, Rose. Absolutely lovely.
Well, I suppose I should go. I haven't had
When the answer is always no. Oh, wait a minute. I made a mistake. There are flowers for you today.
Really? Which one?
All of them. And the balloons, too. There's no one here to deliver them right now, so you leave your walker here and...
He never wants to see you again. And, the truth is, I'm going out with Thomas tonight. You're not upset, are you, Blanche?
Well, no, I'm not upset. It serves me right. Hey, matter of fact, take the Mercedes. Yeah, have a good time.
Oh, Blanche, that's awfully sweet of you. Ma, stop that. Rose did save your life. Besides, you were not in heaven. You were probably just dreaming.
You don't believe me? Your father even sent a message.
I'm sure he did, but right now you should calm down, Ma. We can talk about that later.
And at the information desk was this huge train schedule. And next to every departure, it said Destination Heaven. My first thought was, gee, what a great title for a movie. My second thought was, damn, I'm dead.
So, Ted, did I hear someone say you were a doctor?
He's not just a doctor. He happens to be one of the top neurosurgeons in the Midwest.
Get out of here.
He's also heavy into real estate.
No, it's nothing much, really. I just own a few mini malls.
Oh, your wife must be very proud of you.
Then take down this address. Gladys Goldfarb.
Rose, I know this is a little overwhelming for you, but look, try to look at it through my eyes. I have my life back now. For the first time in years, I've been able to call my friends and let them know where I am.
Well, you may have your life back, but...
Yes, Blanche, you landed on Grab That Dough. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, we're shafted.
That's right, Sophia.
the green team automatically wins a chance to grab that dough in our magic money machine. Come this way.
From the second he stepped out on the stage, I don't know, something happened.
You fainted, that's what happened. I spent the rest of the evening in the ladies' room trying to revive you. It wasn't until a couple years later that I got another chance to see Sinatra. Stan bought tickets for my birthday, but 2 weeks before the concert, he...
Blanche, Rose, this is my little brother, Ted.
Charmed, I'm sure. Oh, there's my new Vanity Fair.
He just flew in from Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, Minnesota?
No, Rose, Minneapolis, France.
Oh, I'm from Minnesota.
I'm from Minnesota, too.
Then you just moved to France?
I'll turn to mush, but I'll always have my degree.
But it hasn't. I was hoping that it might help me get over my problem.
What problem?
Well, it's not easy for a man to say, Rose. I'm impotent.
I have to stink. And if you stay and work at it and everything turns out, you'll have a place to visit when the things at home really get to stink.
I just can't, like, come here whenever.
You can just, like, come here whenever.
Well, I don't mind the garden, but it's like the vacuum.
Yes, Blanche.
I just wanted to hear it out loud before I had another bowl of ice cream. I have an idea. Let's go out to dinner and celebrate Valentine's Day ourselves. Just because we don't have dates doesn't mean we can't have a good time. It doesn't?
Rose is right. I mean, this is hardly a disaster. We're not the only women in the world.
Anything for a friend. What the heck? I'll go too.
Yeah, like you had a choice.
When do you think the mysteries are going to start?
You want a mystery? You should have tried the pink dressing at the salad bar.
Who was Lucy's husband?
Not on the show.
Desi wasn't on the show?
Desi played Ricky.
Who did Lucy play?
Lucy.
I know, but who did she play?
Lucy.
Right, but who did she play?
Lucy played Lucy.
Well, then why didn't Desi play Desi?
He wasn't tall enough.
So, what's new?
Not much. You?
Not much.
My condolences on your husband's passing.
Thank you. I've been in mourning 22 years.
My wife's been dead.
Dorothy, forgive me, but I gotta speak. Sometimes it's harder to close the door than to open a window.
Oh, that's very wise, Uncle Angelo. I'm just thinking out loud, but isn't Atlanta where the Center for Disease Control is?
Coincidence.
Hey, these are all right. When I look through them backwards, you actually look demure.
Shut up, Rose.
I'm Yvonne, and this is it. Woo! Woo! Okay, everybody, let's warm up. Woo! And stretch. Legs wider.
Cheated on me. He is a loathsome, repulsive creature, and even the thought of pretending to be married to him makes me physically ill.
Fine, but I'm still staying for dinner.
Dorothy, if you don't do this, I'll never speak to you again.
I don't care.
I'll cut you out of the will.
I don't care.
I'll invite Stan to eat over every night for the rest of your life.
How bad can it be? It's just for the day.
Up and down and scream a lot.
Come on, Dorothy, we're on.
Sophia, Rose, honey, before you all go out, there's something you ought to know. Dorothy and I are going to team up with the Kaplan brothers.
The Kaplan brothers? You mean you and Dorothy are joining a country western band?
It's the Gatlin brothers, Rose. The Kaplan brothers.
What's more, they're admitting who to my country club?
Oh, there's a difference, Blanche. That bigot was there for you.
Hello? Of St. Olaf. And she was like, in a real sweet, syrupy, hello, dear, it's Betty. Could I have a name for the mayor of St. Olaf? And I went, Handentil. Handentil. Mayor Well, she didn't like it either.
People and changing our past histories, to me that's almost like lying. And that's against everything I am.
Rose, what's the natural color of your hair?
I'll get the car.
Life, which makes you the most pathetic human being on this planet.
Well, I love Elvis.
Oh, Blanche, I would be honored if you would be the first member of the Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love fan club.
I graciously accept and promise to do a good job as president.
Well, and everybody was paying such close attention, I just kind of got caught up in the moment. But it's lonely at the top. I don't want to be leader anymore. I nominate Dorothy. Dorothy, you're leader. What are you going to do?
My first official act is to banish you from my kingdom.
Oh. Listen, well, this is going to be our final night together here, and, well, we thought it might be our last chance to say...
No, don't say it. Don't say goodbye. This is not goodbye. I don't want to turn this into a sad thing.
Me neither. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry.
Well, not all the time. There's some other stuff, but I probably shouldn't tell you till you're 70.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Becky.
I hate. That's like for girls.
Yeah, well, we can renegotiate. I'll do the vacuuming if you learn English. I'll fix you something to eat.
All right, now, attention, everyone. Your heart's in the right place, Rose, but I don't know where the hell your brain is.
Morning.
Oh, Dorothy, you look terrific. Where are you going?
Oh, to see that specialist that Harry recommended?
Wipe off your makeup.
What?
You look too healthy. Maybe that's why they don't believe you. You don't...
You know, a man. No. Yes.
What about your father? You mean you never saw your father?
My father? Oh, no, my father? Oh, my goodness, no, I would have simply died.
I'll give you so much more than I can. You'd live in a mansion, you'd have servants, you'd do your grocery shopping with Bert Convy.
You'll have your space, and you can sit home on Friday night and become an old maid like your Aunt Regina, and you won't have to listen to me nag.
Then I guess it's all settled.
Blanche, let's go! Come on, Blanche, let's go!
Did I hear you say that you were from St. Olaf?
Yes.
I'm from St. Gustav. We're neighbors. My name's Meg.
I'm Rose. What are you doing here, Meg?
I was arrested for being a hooker, just like you.
Oh,
He wants to cut it down.
Now, look, 60 people live on that block, and all of them have signed this petition to save the tree.
Concrete's cleaner. They'll get used to it.
Mrs. Claxton, please.
I also have pictures of the tree that I'd like you all to take a look at.
You want to look at pictures? I've got pictures.
Blanche, you do realize you're in the minority on this.
Sophia, did you finish your shopping today?
Yeah, just about. It's unbelievable how much things cost nowadays. I just spent $89 for a doll for my granddaughter.
Ma, you had $89?
Don't be ridiculous.
These letters are just a fantasy. The man is in prison for the next 20 years for armed robbery.
Blanche, I don't think it's right to lead the guy on like that.
Oh, why not? The poor man is surrounded by concrete and bars. What's wrong with bringing a little joy into his life?
Now, if we care about each other, we can lick any problem, big or small.
What's going on? Oh, Rose has decided to keep on seeing Jonathan.
Fine. We're all adults here. Let the man out of the pillowcase. We don't mind if he sleeps over. Then you shall be the queen of the festival of the Dancing Virgins.
Ma, what are you talking about?
Once a year, the women of my village threw a festival to recapture their virginity. It gives you a chance to say to the man in your life, what kind of tramp do you take me for?
We had a festival of the dancing.
Rocco did admit he robbed a bank.
It's my fault. He thought the only way he could keep me was if he had money to buy me expensive things. I gotta convince him to turn himself in. If he doesn't, I'll go to the police myself. It's the last time I let a man toy with my...
Not where you parked it again.
I'm telling you, it's been stolen. I'm going to call the cops.
Hold it, Rose. Don't call the police.
How come?
Because they told you never to call again. Call the neighborhood patrol. If it actually was stolen, one of their cars will probably spot it.
The phone book is missing.
The car's missing? The phone?
Unattractive.
Yes.
Worn out.
Yes.
Useless.
What's your point, Swim?
My point is, well, I was just hoping that maybe you're tired of people like Floyd who don't appreciate you. And maybe you're...
You are my best friend. Just like I'm your best friend.
Best friend? Please, you aren't even my favorite child. When you were 13, there were neighbor children I liked better. Best friend. How about picking up a tab once in a while, pal of mine?
Well, catering the affair.
Well, he might be able to take me, but my date for the evening is Hunter McCoy.
But what about Jake?
What about him?
Well, Jake has to take you to the benefit. I mean, you'll be there, he'll be there. He'll expect you to be there with him. How could you do this?
Well, Rose, you make it sound so terrible. It's not.
Jake. Okay, how about when you were unmarried and pregnant?
I remember your exact words. Get out of my house, you're dead, I have no daughter named Dorothy.
Sure, in that tone of voice, it sounds bad. But I'm supporting you now. Didn't I come here to live with you in your twilight years?
Ma, these are your twilight years.
Why can't grief take a holiday?
Oh, it does, Rose, it does. Eventually it comes to Miami like everyone else.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it. Barry Glick is in town.
Oh, I haven't seen him since high school. We're both asleep. Why are you just getting in?
Because the justice system in America is an imperfect and sluggish piece of antiquated machinery.
We were in the slammer.
Our cute little pal stole some... I'm not even a Catholic. I'm a Baptist, and you can't forgive us Baptists. Sweet Jesus, why am I babbling? I meant that in all due reverence. Sophia, this is serious, honey. According to this book, if Rose doesn't confront Dr. Norgan, she could take her hostilities out on us.
Tunnels. He'll have to drive through tunnels.
Cheesecake, good idea. Now we can be old and fat.
Buzz off.
I'll spot you 25 points.
Oh, man.
I make them myself.
And it's the perfect color for Stan.
Oh, Dorothy, you crossed your legs. You lose another sticker.
Rose, these games of yours are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I can't think of anyone with enough control to...
We can start the press conference now. Where is Rose?
Oh, she left to pick up her cadet troop.
That's adorable. She wants to share this moment with friends her own age. You must be very proud of your daughter.
My daughter?
Friends her own age.
Oh, but you have to take the back stairs to get to her. Unless you have that special key for the main elevator. I'm guessing.
I have a confession to make. Ma, I came here to beg you for the last time not to get married. I didn't want you and Max together because it looked like you were cheating on Pop. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I still think of the two of you as being married, and I didn't want Max taking Pop's place, but...
We're only a hair transplant. But, hey, look, I don't want to ruin your evening. You go out, have fun. I'll still be here when you come back, God willing.
No, we have tickets to see Merv Griffin in the Crucible. I'll risk it. Come on, let's go. Oh, look, Stan, I made these plans a week ago. How can you expect me to disappoint Rob? Relationship that has very special problems, and only you and Jonathan can decide whether those problems are worth working out.
I can appreciate what you're going through, Rose. I once went through a very similar situation myself.
You once dated a little person?
Oh, no. No, what I was referring to...
Then they just don't get the message. Oh, Blanche is so right, Dorothy. That was exactly the problem I had with Eddie Parker. He was this real sweet guy who was crazy about me, but I just didn't feel the same way about him. You see, when Charlie went off to war, I went to work for our local U.S.
This is my seat. You're sitting in my seat.
Excuse me, I didn't know your 80-year-old butt was so sensitive.
I sit in this seat every day. You got no right sitting in my seat.
Relax, I'm moving.
You're always doing this kind of thing. You're never thinking about anybody but yourself.
What are you talking about?
I guess you two are in the same boat. I'm in the yacht.
What's this boat she keeps talking about?
Don't worry, Rose, you missed it. With my brother.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
He's better with my brother.
If you change your...
We wear it well.
I think it's the pimento that really sets it off.
Hello, Elliot. I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's all right, but we should be going.
Girls, if I'm not back by Christmas, someone take my mother to midnight mass.
Something about that man.
I just sit here a little while longer and look at the Christmas tree.
Oh, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? I think I'll stay and keep you company.
I think that's a good idea. This has been such a pleasant evening. I hate to see it end.
Oh, me too.
You catch 'em, you clean 'em. Blanche, aren't you embarrassed going through all this subterfuge just to get a man?
A man? I'm planning on getting a 6-month supply.
Oh, hi, Blanche.
Rose, are you awake? Rose?
Am I hogging the covers?
Oh, no. Everything's fine. Rose, I want to tell you something.
Where are they, Rose? Hiding in the shower?
She means a lot of people have probably croaked in here.
I know what she means, Ma. I just don't need to hear it the night before surgery.
Come on, don't be such a baby. I had my appendix out in the hospital in Sicily. That was rough.
No, I'm here to tell you that tomorrow, the President of the United States will be coming to your house.
Oh, my.
How did you do that? Okie dokie. Hey, why don't we take a nice walk on the beach? It's right outside the door.
I hate the beach.
Well, then why do you live here?
It's near work. Do you have a Valium?
No. Oh, but I do have a Tangerine Lifesaver. That always helps chase the blues away from me.
No, thanks.
Living for the day, pussycat. I never jumped into a haystack before.
Ma!
Geronimo!
My God! Dorothy, is she okay?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I'll give you a point without a story, but just this once. If you really miss her, go tell her. Maybe she misses you, too.
I don't know, Blanche. What do you think?
I really miss her.
Oh, so do I. Let's go.
But wait a minute, don't...
Do we have any orange juice left?
Oh, what is it?
Oh, nothing,
Sit down.
nothing. I'm all right. I'm fine.
No, you are not, and I'm tired of watching you suffer.
That's what Daddy said to our horse, old Toby, when he broke his leg. Then he shot him.
Maybe my Prince Charming will get moonstruck and sweep me away the way you did Rose.
Oh, I hope so, Dorothy. You deserve it. I want to thank you for being a good friend and a good person.
You are very, very welcome.
I do love her.
I feel like such a fool.
Oh, me too.
Number to call for a straitjacket.
Dorothy, I can explain.
I know you can. That's the scary part.
You don't understand. When Mrs. Butel finds out about Count Bessie, she's going to be devastated. There'll be a terrible void in her life, a void only another musical chicken can fill.
Look, Rose, if you're worried about...
Well, period. Some things never change. I'm going to go through with it.
Well, good for you. Yeah. And thank you for listening.
Oh, Victor, come on. Let's get a table. There's something I have to tell you.
And I keep having this recurring dream where I'm being chased by a giant Listerine bottle. And when I open my mouth to scream, all I can do is gargle.
Are you experiencing the same symptoms?
Yes, except in my dream, I'm chased by a bottle of Scope. Ma, why are you trying so hard to ruin my weekend?
You don't get it, do you? This weekend could have been a lot of fun until you decided we were going to have quality time.
Oh, is that so horrible, Ma? All I wanted to do was have us finish unfinished business and say things to each other that we know.
Why can't grief take a holiday?
Oh, it does, Rose, it does. Eventually it comes to Miami like everyone else.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
Barry Glick is in town. Oh, I haven't seen him since high school.
Hi, it's me, Stan. I brought you a gift.
Oh, why, thank you, Stanley. Oh, and look, there's a little card. Merry Christmas, Sports Illustrated subscriber.
You don't have a baseball radio, do you, Dorothy?
Stanley, why are you really here?
Why do men have nipples?
I have no idea.
You think it's because God has a sense of humor and isn't as uptight as the rest of us?
It's easier for you to say that, Sophia. It's not your brother who's getting married.
They fight over whether it's macaroni and cheese or cheese and macaroni. They have given cows the right to vote. A magician once pulled a rabbit out of a hat. They burned him as a witch. Don't look at me like that. I'm telling you the truth.
Look, I'm sure you're very close to Miss...
90-year-old twins, Ralph and Nunzio, sitting on a park bench. Ralph says to Nunzio, "Hey, whatever happened to that streaking craze?" And Nunzio says, "What streaking craze?" And Ralph says, "You know, when everybody would take off their clothes and run down the street." So Nunzio says, "Hey, that sounds like fun. I think I'll do it right now."
All alone, I heard footsteps. Oh. It was my nightmare come true. Someone was after me.
Oh.
I ran. He ran. I ran faster. He ran faster. He grabbed my arm, and I turned around and dropped him. Kneed him right in his safe deposit box.
Chick, that's why we couldn't sit on the couch for 2 days?
No, I have to have dinner with her tonight. Why is that baby still here?
Oh, well, they're still at the hospital. It's taken a little longer than they thought.
Blanche, your sister seemed very nice.
She was nicer than she's ever been. She was interested, charming, caring, loving. Just couldn't have been more wonderful.
The book and study. Study.
No game Saturday, Billy. I'm sorry. Everybody, I'll see you at practice tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Rose. You just taught a bunch of 8-year-old boys that it's more important to win than to play by the rules.
Big deal.
Happy?
I don't know. Is it because we know that Lillian's just plain lucky that a lot of old people do slip through the cracks and are forgotten? And maybe it may not be too long until we're elderly ourselves.
I know, girls. Let's... He's a television celebrity. Besides, I talked to him for over an hour. There weren't too many people in line for his autograph. A Mr. Whipple lookalike was next door demonstrating the new 3-ply toilet tissue. Oh, I better get ready. He's picking me up at 7.
Can you imagine making a date with a guy? Of course, with a man.
Is it Raymond again?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Raymond? Isn't he the guy you picked up at the grocery store?
I did not pick him up. He asked me if I could recommend a good coffee. And then I threw myself underneath his shopping cart.
Oh, I think he sounds...
Would you like to leave a message?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to apologize.
What took you so long?
Ma, when did you get in?
Oh, Dorothy, grow up. So, are you reading from a prepared statement, Goldfarb?
Now, do you think you can ever forgive me?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I understand.
Okay, I thought about it. I forgive you.
Blanche, thank you.
Oh, what the heck? That's what friendship's all about.
Here.
What am I gonna do? What on God's green earth am I gonna do?
You can stay home tonight. We're going to watch one of those John Bradshaw specials on PBS.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't get Dorothy's inner child to shut up.
Good luck. I'll call Mel Bushman. Hi, everybody. Oh, Rose, don't move, honey. She's got the teddy bear and a water pistol.
Rose, it won't sound any less ridiculous if you hear it again.
You found my teddy. Where was he?
You didn't tell her?
Tell me what?
I think the price...
About her. You know, this new lifestyle is probably harder on her than it is on us.
What do you mean harder on her? We're the ones who have to carry all the responsibility around here while she's out there eating life.
I ate life once. Not a bad cereal. When we run out of shredded wheat, let's give it a try.
Blanche, you okay?
Oh, yeah, fine.
I was just checking.
Would you sit with me for a minute?
Sure, Blanche. Well, you were doing a lot of talking in your sleep.
No, not Susan and Tom. Even my husband didn't believe me on my wedding night when I told him he was the first.
But George wasn't your first.
Well, he didn't know that. The point is, he didn't believe me.
Look, Blanche. Blanche, I'm sorry. Ellie.
No.
Yes.
What exactly do you do in bed, Rose? Nothing. I do nothing. Well, maybe that's it. They have to do it all.
Come on, Blanche. It's not her fault. She has a perfectly normal...
You miserable old...
Blanche, you know the rules. When one of you is out with Fidel, the other one does not interfere.
My apologies. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a long, hot, steamy bath with just enough water to...
Whoa! Sophia, were you looking? No, actually, that's when you stepped off. But I know it's not a good sign when the first rebound goes into the low 120s.
Oh, Blanche, honey, don't worry. All you need is a little spring tune-up.
I suppose you do.
Oh, hi, Rose. Oh, Rose, now come on. You're not still mad at us because we changed your Woman of the Year application.
Honey, we're so sorry. I just hate it when you're mad at us and get like this. Okay, you're forgiven. Oh, Rose.
That was easy.
Well, I thought it all over and you were...
What? Oh my God. Yes, all right.
What is it?
It's Mario's uncle. Mario has run away.
Oh, no. Well, where would he go?
Well, there's only one place I can think of. I'm going to get dressed and go look.
Oh, wait a minute. We'll go with you, Dorothy. And I don't trust. I can't put my finger on it.
I can. He's a lech.
No, that isn't it.
Oh, yes, it is, Rose. He made a pass at me.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, that's terrible. Dorothy, you'll be heartbroken.
And always chicken out.
I know, Blanche. I mean, she'd be upset, but not for long. And just think how it would help you two in the long run.
But how do I keep from chickening out?
By telling her. Tonight, while you've still got your dander up. I'm sorry.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, Al. You hear anything on the wiretap yet?
Save your breath. He can't hear a word with those things on his ears.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been entertaining myself all afternoon. Watch. Hey, you dumb botchikaloo. Your face looks like the rear end of a donkey.
He was not. He was just a man. I mean, you've said yes to all the men, and you've been discriminating against the women.
I have not. It just so happens all the women we've seen have been horrible. Thank you. I said, where's my tuna quiche? I get 5 ounces of solid food a day, and I want my tuna quiche.
You mean that little pie?
Little pie? Little pie?
I wanted a snack.
A snack?
I thought it was a little fishy.
Oh, you ate my sensible meal! You ate my...
Ensure that she would win the job as his assistant. Then she got the other key to the room from that woman there. She rushed up to the room. She tore off her clothes.
That's Velcro. It just gives the illusion of a tear.
She flung her dress on the bed. She slipped into a negligee and...
I'll get my feet wet. Oh, Ken, there won't be like a dozen tiny dogs hopping on hind legs wearing funny hats.
Oh, I wish.
In the open anyway. Come on in and say your piece.
Well, the reason is we've been getting along so well as friends lately that I didn't want us to have another night like that night we had in college.
In college? What are you talking about?
That night. The spring jamboree out at Grady's Motor Lodge.
Grady's Motor Lodge? I never...
Saw that too. Don't need 2 cooks. But that didn't make him feel any better.
No. Hey, that's the business.
I'd like to ask our writers, when did you join?
We were lucky. We got on, much later. All of
Berta's going to be here in 45 minutes. I don't think you have time to bake a cake.
45 minutes. In 45 minutes, I can bake 2 cakes and knit you a sweater. Out of my way. The maestro approaches the podium.
Oh, Sophia, finishes in time. You can't give a good birthday party without a cake.
Yeah, I seem to recall a party with 3 cakes that was not...
Oh, Rose. Do you like it?
Like it? Oh, honey, I love it. Oh, who wouldn't love a wooden brooch in the shape of a turkey's head?
Oh, no, that's a maple syrup spigot.
Before my father finished the sentence.
You married your father?
My father told Stan that he had to marry me. I was pregnant.
You had a blow-gun wedding?
If you live in the Amazon... Honey, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh, Rose, honey, can you ever forgive us?
Well, it all depends. Will you believe what I say from now on, even if it isn't what you want to hear?
Oh, of course we will.
Will you believe me when I tell you that somebody is...
Achingly unbearable peak.
Oh, come on, Blanche. You really think a full moon can do all that?
Well, just in case, I'm also filling a watermelon with tequila. But it's not just a full moon, Dorothy. It's a leap year's full moon. Anything can happen. All your dreams can...
Who knows when she'll be home?
Checkout time is usually noon.
You know, Blanche has been without a date for weeks. I know that because all the pictures on my wall are straight.
Hey, it's never easy.
Listen to me. Rose, I could just strangle you.
So you're still miffed?
Well, I don't mind being labeled a lesbian, honey, but since I'm not, you just ruined my social life.
Oh, go ahead. Blanche, I'm a bubblehead and I deserve to die.
Coming.
Thank God you're here. I was a wreck. I was sitting there night after night with Oliver, just lonely as hell. I didn't know what was going on up here. Then I thought, what if I lose her?
No, it's a bad look.
I can't, Mama, I can't.
Listen, Rebecca Devereaux, I think you must be about the bravest woman alive.
You do?
Oh, honey, I couldn't do what you're doing. You've got courage I never had. Why, you just decided how you wanted to have your baby, and you're doing it. I just want to date girls in their 20s and 30s. What's a great-looking gal in her 40s to do?
Perhaps we should find one and ask her. Oh, come on, Blanche, this is all your own fault. I mean, take Stephen. You'd been dating him for 6 weeks. The moment it looked like you were making some sort of...
Doc says you got to take a little ride out to the sun deck.
Great. Who wants to drive?
I'll do it. It's nice not to be a passenger in one of these things for a change.
I want you to tell me the whole story all over again from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Yeah, from the time that you left when you were walking across.
Dorothy.
Every night, 5 to 7 every morning, and of course till noon on Sundays.
Good Lord, no wonder you still mourn that man.
Morning.
Hi, Dorothy, how you doing?
Much better. Ma and I had a long...
Back in St. Olaf with Mrs. Gunderson, our grade school teacher. Oh, she was the nicest woman you'd ever want to meet, but as the years went by, she got her facts a little confused. In biology class, she started telling kids that the human body was made up of 80% Ovaltine. Well, we were studying...
Hey, she didn't even tell us how it happened.
Same way it happened the last time you did it. Of course, hairstyles may have changed since then.
Tomorrow, I am going to a scalper, and I'm going to buy 4 tickets.
You better make that 3. My final exam is that night.
Oh, honey, it's too bad.
Oh, well, what difference does it make? My social life's gone down the drain anyway. All I ever do is study. You know, it cannot be good for you. It's unnatural. It's unhealthy. It's unlucky.
What is it? Is anything wrong?
No, everything's fine, really. Why don't you just say goodnight to your friend, and I'll meet you in the kitchen, okay?
And
Blanche, wait. I wasn't going to say goodnight to Ed. I was just stopping by to pick up a few things.
What?
Well, it was on the way. I'm in that new complex over on Lakefront. By the way, I'm Ed Cullen.
He's out. He owns the chain and wants me to be in a commercial.
Sophia, that's amazing. I'll say it's rare you find anybody in a mini mall who even speaks English.
Okay, Ma, where are you going to shoot this commercial?
Well, we discussed many exotic
This eerie feeling that George has actually walked right back into my life. Oh, Rose, Dorothy, I'm falling in love.
novelty night.
What's more, my female instincts tell me that Jamie feels the same way about me. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if...
S was a grant, and he may have wound up in a tomb, but he is not the correct response. Sorry.
But I bet everything. I demand a ruling.
Well, you happen to be in luck, because waiting in the wings right now is the only man in America who knows more than I do about this subject. The creator of our show, Merv Griffin.
That's a good one, too.
Well, don't you care that they're fighting?
Of course I do. You think I have no feelings? Let me tell you a story. Picture this. A crowded Mediterranean port, teeming with you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry. You know, your huddled masses yearning to be free. We boarded the ship in plaid polyester. Rose, you have something in a size 6?
Come on, Ma, I'll help you pick something out. Must be Raymond.
I'll be right out. I just have to get some hard candy and my donut pillow.
And now your mother would like to talk to you.
Dorothy, you're making my brother live like a peasant. He has no closet space.
Uncle Angelo, you moved in with one suitcase. What do you need with more closets?
I don't like to talk about my brother's personal life. When a man brings a woman home, how is he supposed to play a decent game of hide-and-go-seek?
Morning.
Good morning, Rebecca.
I got up early and did some research. There's a sperm bank not far from here. How convenient.
No kidding, do they have a drive-up?
High sock hanky combo.
This is just the kind of behind-the-scenes excitement I was hoping to be part of.
Good night.
Good night, Joe. Bye-bye.
Well, I think we ought to be proud. We threw one heck of a party.
Don't you guys just love being involved in politics? Oh, I haven't had this much fun since I worked on the Dewey camp.
I'd like Blanche to go to bed at 8 o'clock. At least not by herself.
No, Blanche is depressed, Rose.
Do you think she's depressed about Rebecca?
No, Rose. She's depressed because Marblehead Manor is only on once a week.
मामी मिरासू मना माय बापुले समजाडिले सू दिले बनाड तुमरी परी दिले बनाड तुमरी परी त्याना लगन आमना करील त्याना लगन आमना करील